I want to jump to a question from Haley from an instructional design perspective. A couple in there. Would you say that the 70-20-10 is consistent with the backward design approach? And then how do you help coworkers adopt
Sure. Yeah.
mindsets? So a bit of the buy-in from coworkers
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah. I don't know the backward design approach in detail. It really is about 70-20-10 is about starting with your output, starting with what you're trying to achieve, and working backwards from what is it that we're trying to achieve. And this helps break out of this sort of content centric, knowledge centric, this idea that if we fill heads with information and then assess people that they can demonstrate that they've held that information in their head at least until the assessment, that is not going to change their behavior and improve their performance. In fact, I've seen it when e-learning first appeared. You had a pre-test, you did some content, then you had a post-test. That's nothing to do with learning. In fact, I would argue that most Kirkpatrick Level 2 assessments are nothing to do with learning. They're to do with short-term memory retention. In other words, I'm given a test, I'm shown, go through some content, I remember that for a length of time, I finish the course, I do my test. Of course, I've got a better knowledge of that content. The better way to design that would to say, okay, we'll give you a pre-test, so we want to get a benchmark. Then we'll put you through a set of experiences or some content, and then we'll assess you in 2 weeks' time. Because I could guarantee you that most people who pass their, and compliance is absolutely a classic for this. This is how compliance training works. It's nothing about learning. It's about, getting a tick in the box. And so, I would guarantee you, if I could take some of your people who've been through an e-learning program and you've got their output assessments, and we could get them back 2 weeks later and give them the same assessment and measure their results, I would almost guarantee that those results won't be as good as the results they got immediately after they went through the program, because short-term memory and long-term memory, which leads to behavior change, are different things. So I don't know whether that answers your question about backwards ID, but certainly if you, I mean, there are a number of really good instructional design methodologies which really work well, I think, with this. There's Merenboe's C4LP, is it, which is a really good methodology based around this. Yeah.